Okay, so in this video, I wanted to have a look now specifically at some of the features inside of courses that you now have access to that really are worth emphasizing and worth using if you are creating courses inside of your communities. So here we go. We're going to edit course content. We're going to look at our settings here. Now, the pricing part of this is probably the most attractive. And when you set a price, you can also use these courses as a landing page and invite people who are not members of your group. They can purchase the course, they can register then for the course, and then if you want to, they can either be a part of your community or they can register or pay for your community to get other aspects outside of that course as well. Now, when you set a price for a course, you're able to set it through here. You've got different options that you can set. So for example, if I wanted to, I could set a common price, might be $99 one time for a course. And if it was a monthly program that I was doing, I could also set a trial period as well if you wanted to charge monthly for access to this course. Now, this might be good in the sense that if you were doing maybe multiple charges, you wanted to set a price and you were saying, hey, you can get access to this course for the next 6 months or whatever, and over the next 6 months, we're going to be dripping out different modules, then that might be a really good way of using this. We will have an option very soon to be able to select how many months that you want to charge someone for as well. It's not currently in here, but it will be very soon to help you to be really specific if you want to charge monthly with those types of rates or annually if you wanted to. So if we go one time here and we maybe use this as a great way of recruiting people into our community, which we might be charging a monthly cost for, but we're going to give people access to the course for a one-time fee. And then if they like it, inside of the course, we can then sell them something, such as access to our community as a membership. If we go down here now, we've got some ways of unlocking it. I like specific date. And the reason I like specific date is that it gives you time to build the course before launch, and people can actually pre-register. They can pay for it before the time that you have it ready, before the time it's launched. So you can take prepayment and start selling immediately while you're actually building the thing. This is also great if you, say, for example, wanted to spread the word about your course and you wanted to give yourself a week or two to do that. You could also turn this on and use this. It's also going to be very effective doing that. It's a really good way of using it. You can also drip feed, and the drip feeding, so if you're drip feeding a course, it'll mean that it'll appear after a certain amount of days. And this is only going to be for those people who have registered for your community. So say, for example, someone registers for your community and you wanted to drip feed a course to them once they're a member for, say, 35 days, because you want them to first be a member past the refund period and then unlock a special reward or a course. You could do that through this drip feeding for courses. That's how you would use that. If we go back to our curriculum here, we obviously have drip feeding in here as well. Now, we have drip feeding. We do not have scheduled release for modules. We have drip feeding for modules. We may introduce scheduled release for modules in the future. It does make a lot of sense in the terms of if you're doing a challenge and you want to release these over periods of a week. We just haven't had many people ask for it. But if you do want it, please post in the group and let us know if it's not already in here by the time you start using it. Now, modules, obviously this works the same way. But it works slightly different than the last drip feeding that I showed you for courses, because when you're drip feeding modules, it's when someone starts the course. So if they've started the course, you might want to have module 1 available immediately. That's usually pretty common. However, you may want to introduce module 2, and you might want to just release that in the second week. So you might do that after 7 days. Now, the reason that you would want to do that after 7 days is that you might have, say, 6 modules in total, and you know that after 4 modules, people will be outside of the refund period. So then you can be more confident that they can get other parts of the course and they're not going to be able to refund at that time. You don't want people going through the course and then refunding. So it's good to extend those drip fed modules over a 6-week period, for example. Now, another way you could use this as well is on the lessons. So you can actually drip feed lessons. One important distinction I need to make. If we delete the module here and we only have lessons, so for example, we add in some more lessons, we're just going to add in a lesson here, and we have maybe 7 different lessons inside of our course here. What that's going to mean is that the software automatically will know that there's just one module, so it won't show how many modules there are. It will only show the lessons. So it'll appear as if your course doesn't have any modules at all, but in fact has just 7 lessons. And this is useful because then you can drip feed those lessons out over a period of time. It's also good for smaller courses. If you're building a small course, it's a mini course, you don't really want to have lots and lots of modules in there. You just want maybe 7, maybe 10, maybe 20 lessons that come one after the other. Then you can do that without needing modules to categorize them. And that also means that if you're doing this, you could then publish these with drip feeding and have them releasing after a day or 2 days or 3 days, whatever you wanted to do. You could do that through this system. So that is also very useful, and it will work. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that if you, say for example, you have free groups right now and you want to turn on pricing for one of your courses, what you're going to need to make sure you do is you're going to need to make sure that you've integrated your payments into your course system, because if you haven't, you're not going to be able to charge for your courses, right? So to do that, again, to refresh your memory, if we haven't gone through this already, you want to go to payment processing, and you need to choose at least one of these different options that we have available here. Now, we'll have more in the future. However, these are the ones that we have available now. So using these will allow you to be able to then charge for courses. And once you connect one of these up, then it's going to be automatically processing for you. So if you go back into your course here, we go to charge, for example, then it's going to be automatically connected up to your chosen integrations already. There's no need to specify here which integrations it's going to be. It's going to automatically create a checkout page for you. It will automatically create a landing page for you that people can pay for with this. And once you turn this on, then that's active. So it's important to keep that in mind. Great. Now, you've got the share button here. This shares your registration link for your course. If someone's logged in, they'll see your landing page. The landing page looks like this, and it will give them an option to buy here. If they're not logged in, it'll show the landing page still, but it will show it slightly differently because they won't be inside of your community environment, and they'll need to register after paying to become part of your community where this course is based. So that's just a slight difference that occurs here, and we'll be building these out as we go along. There's going to be many more updates coming to the courses section, because there are, I guess, on the top of my mind right now, I think there's 2 big updates that we want to do to this. So I'll have future updates, update videos available in this course as we roll out those updates and those features. But right now, this works very well. It works exactly as intended. You can have courses attached to your communities, you can charge for courses, and you can also separate courses from your communities, have people buy them from outside of your community using the landing page that we generate within this course environment. So go ahead, create your courses, charge for them, try out these features, try the drip feeding. Go ahead, connect up gamification. We've done this as well. We've already gone through this in another video, but to recap just quickly, you can go into gamification. This is another way. Attach a course to it, save, and then that'll mean that once people go and achieve that level, that'll be connected to the course. That's another way of using it. So go ahead and do that, and enjoy this courses feature. I hope that you use it, put it to good use, and I'll see you in another future update video in relation to these courses, these videos. And make sure if you do want something improved inside of courses, or you want to see something that's not currently in here, post inside of our community and let us know. All right, talk soon.